One day, it started raining, and it didn't quit for 4 months.
That's wild, dude.
We can't see downrange anymore. Rain there is. A little bit of stinging rain.
Look ahead.
And big old fat rain.
Hello and welcome to another After Action review. This time I thought I would start off a little different. Other than losing my voice, I figured I would show you guys what I actually carried on this course and what equipment I used to complete this course. Before I do that, a little information about the course. So the course was a big one-way course. It was about 5.8 miles, almost 6, something like that. And you have to carry everything with you. You cannot bring a battle wagon. You cannot bring, a Sherpa or a mule, whatever you want. No, you got to carry everything with you. So this is what I carried. There were 6 stages, and there was about 2,500 feet total of elevation change on this course. The furthest shot, per the match director, was going to be out to 1,000 yards. So this is what I carried. Let's kind of dive right in real quick. So this is the chest rig. It's a Haley D3 CRX. I just carried 4 standard capacity magazines, and I carried 2 20 rounders in this Velcro pouch here. I don't normally use 20 rounders, but for this event, I knew that I was probably going to be shooting from a supported position, and sometimes the 30 rounders get in the way. On this side, I usually carry protein and some hard candy and my Garmin 601. For the ammo that was inside of these magazines, it was this. This is the IMI 77 grain OTM LR. This stuff has been really good for me. I've shot this at a couple of matches. For this match, I ran 100% of my ammo as the 77 grains. Moving over to the pistol belt. Now, the match director did release round count, which is a little unconventional for these style events and for this particular match director. But pistol, he labeled as TBD. I kind of had a hunch there was not going to be a lot of pistol shots, so I actually reduced the amount of ammo I usually carry with pistol. Usually I carry about 9 magazines. Again, because this is a one-way course, you can't go back. There's no resupply. For this event, I carried 3 magazines, two on the hip here, and then 1 in the gun. And spoiler alert, ended up being no pistol targets on this course. It was kind of a fun little prank by the match director. Joke's on him. I'm into that kind of thing. Footwear. I used this Zero Scrambler is what it's called. This was a good boot. This was my first full weekend running this boot. It's a very minimalist boot. If you're into that thing, you might check these out. These offered good enough protection from punctures. I did not get any punctures. However, the top is basically just a mesh, so you can't get punctures up there. Onto the bag. This bag here, while it does look like I'm carrying a ton of stuff, especially for what was kind of a short event, I'm actually not. And let me explain why. So starting off in this outer pouch here, an IFAK, a toolkit, I'll dive into this in a second, and then a lens cloth. Now, the rest of the bulk here is actually coming from a unstuffed, lightweight synthetic sleeping bag. Why am I carrying a sleeping bag? Well, I'm using that to actually take up the rest of the room in this day pack here, because you can throw it down, put your rifle down on top of it, it becomes a great platform to shoot from. I've done this a bunch at some other events, other styles of shooting, and I really like shooting off of a pack. Kind of like shooting off of a pack a little more than a bipod, actually. The pack is, with the sleeping bag, ends up conforming to things like boulders, or you can throw it down on a pile of rocks, or as you might see on stage 1, I throw this down on a wooden tank trap, a hedgehog, and it works pretty well. You can kind of mount up to the bag, and it becomes a real stable platform to shoot from. Additional items in this bag, a poncho. I don't normally carry a poncho, but looking at the weather forecast, and of course you saw from the preview, it was raining. It was raining. About half of the course was in heavy rain, and I used this poncho really mostly to cover my rifle between stages. Not that I didn't want to get wet, but really I didn't want the optic getting a ton of water on it. So I threw the rifle on, and I threw the poncho on over me to cover the rifle between stages. And then, when you get to a stage, I kind of shoved the poncho behind me and then shot. That worked out well. And then additional items here, of course, I carried a Source 3-liter hydration bladder. I didn't fill it all the way up. I only carried about a liter of water there, and then I carried an Nalgene here with electrolyte mix. Moving on to the toolkit. So I don't know how many people actually carry toolkits. Again, none of this is required at these events. You can carry as little as you want or as much as you want. This is just the stuff that I carry. So I carry a bore snake, a multi-tool, bore stake handle, a collapsed rod, and then a complete bolt carrier group. Also carry a little brush. Now, I have had the need for 3 of these items, not all of them, but the bolt carrier group, honestly, the weight is negligible. All of this weight is really negligible, and I feel like the upside of carrying this stuff is well worth the weight. Onto the rifle. So this rifle here is a 5.56 Bravo Company KD4. It's a 16-inch stainless steel barrel with a 1-in-77 twist. It's kind of a funky twist. Now, they say it stabilizes 77 grains a lot better, and honestly, I believe them. This rifle shoots very good, especially with 77 grains. I'm not a sub-MOA shooter. However, this rifle shoots a lot better than I'm capable of shooting, really. The big limiting factor for this style of competition, this being a sniper competition, was really the optic. The caliber, also, yeah, that's not a 1,000-yard caliber, but the optic itself is a 2-to-10 primary arms, which is a great optic. I've really enjoyed it, but the reticle I went with for my personal style of most common shooting is the Raptor BDC. The BDC is not a very precise reticle, especially when you start pushing past 500 yards. This one only has a mark for 800 yards. That's the max distance mark for this one, which was 700 or 77 grains, is more like a 700 yard-ish impact. So I was doing a lot of Kentucky windage to get hits at 850, which I did. I actually ended up shooting 4th overall, which very much surprised me. On top is a Delta Point Pro. Probably not the most useful for shooting at this style of competition. However, it is nice when I'm at max magnification here to use the dot to get close to the target, so I'm not having to waste time trying to find the target in the optic. I did run a bipod. This is the first time shooting from bipod. I don't usually shoot a lot of bench shooting or anything like that. I don't usually use a bipod. I usually use a foregrip, but the bipod in this case became extremely handy. And then, of course, the sling that I kind of always run is this padded LBT sling. I really like them, especially when you're running a slightly heavier rifle. So on that note, let's go ahead and jump into the actual stage videos. All right, so course of fire here for stage 1 was 2 positions from these tank traps or these wooden obstacles, and I think it was 3 targets out there. Now it was all along the road, including where the road kind of hooks to a right. There's a final target there. Of course, the DNF rate here was 100%. I only know of maybe 1 or 2 shooters that actually made it to the 2nd position. I'm not really sure why this was that challenging. Honestly, the shooting position was decent. I think the major challenge here was honestly trying to find the targets themselves. Now, the ROs did their best to actually call out the targets, and it was up to the shooter ultimately to find the targets. They were gray, neutral steel.
Yeah, it's just below the split.
Just below the split, okay.
In the left-hand road.
I hear ya.
I ended up throwing my pack down in the center of this wooden obstacle and used that to brace from.
Right-hand track.
Right-hand track, okay.
Like the right wheel track.
Okay.
It's a silhouette target.
Oh, I see one.
All right, go for it. He's on one. Got it.
All of these stages, you only have 4 minutes to complete.
Hi.
Hi. Bring it down. Down 3 feet.
Whoop, see it, I see it. That was a hit?
Nope.
Okay.
You're right there. Hit. Next one. Next one.
Oh,
Next
what?
target. Up the hill. There's a big flat rock about 1/3 of the way from the top. It looks like a giant step. I mean, it is sitting right on top of it.
Big flat rock.
Yep, it's on the right-hand track again.
Right-hand track.
I mean, you can't miss it. It's a big white flat rock.
Big flat rock. All right, so I'm back on the original target. I'm going up.
Up the hill.
All the way up?
Nope, about 2/3 of the way up.
In the right,
The right lane,
right triangle.
big flat rock.
All right. I think I see it.
Yep, he's sitting on it.
All right.
Just over.
Just high.
High and left. Ooh,
Left.
just right.
Just right. Just right. Didn't see it.
Right.
Under it, right and under.
Right and under.
Go.
Hit! Okay, all the way up the top of the ridge. Coming left to right. Second group of trees on the right-hand tree.
Second group of
So if
trees.
you go to the biggest tree in the top, go right of it. Stay on the road.
I think I see it.
Yep, he's right in the middle of the road.
I see it though.
Send it. High right.
High right.
Just right.
Just right.
Just right. Bring it left.
Still right.
Down.
Down.
Okay. Under it.
Under.
Right.
Right.
Let's see. I think it went right under it. Under it.
Under. Time. Go clear, please.
According to the course, this was stage 3. Stage 2 was, I guess, removed. For this, the course of fire was 4 targets going from 600 to 980-ish yards. And I shot from this rock here. I used my bipod, and then I threw my pack in my lap to rest the stock on, creating a bit of a lead sled, and then just started plugging away from there. I did a lot of Kentucky windage here. Again, only 4 minutes to complete the stage. I ended up
I see it.
personally DNFing.
Is it low? Low. What?
Better.
Saw it.
Go low. High left.
What?
Elevation's good.
Left?
Just under it.
Next target.
All right, white.
Correct. Just above it, to the right.
under. Hit. Hit. Next target. Up and to your left.
You shooting the right target?
Straight out, white. You say the right?
Yeah, are you up or right?
Up.
All right, yeah.
Oh, I saw that, yep.
Stage 4. This was kind of a cool stage. The targets were a lot closer, definitely in carbine distance. And the real challenge, honestly, again, was coming down to finding
Left of
these
the
targets.
road?
These targets were much smaller. I think they were like 30% IPSEC or something. I don't remember. But they were kind of hidden in the woods a little bit. Now, there were some clearings that you can't really make out very well in the video, but there were some clearings that they were in. Of course, they were kind of hard to spot in person as well. Initially, I went from this tree, but it wasn't a great position, so I ended up repositioning to my pack, laying down prone, and engaging the targets from there. At this point in time, rain was starting to come down. It was still kind of light, especially
Alright, I
into the
see
trees.
3.
It really wasn't that big of a deal at this point.
I'm gonna go for the top right. Same one.
Far right?
Yeah, far right. I got no feedback on shots.
Not seeing any splash.
Nope.
Hit! High. Hit! Alright, that's your farthest right one. 4 to your left to that one.
Going far left.
Yeah, going down the hill. Oh, you going far left?
Yep.
Alright. Hit! Hit!
Middle.
Hit! Low. Hit! Alright, now there's 2 more to the left of those 3 you just shot.
I see one.
Hit! Hit! There's 1 to the right of that one.
To the right.
Yeah, that's the last one you have left. That's the farthest left one, and there's 1 to the right of that one. And it's to the left of the group.
Is it in the same group of trees or a meadow?
Nope. When I say right, I just mean it's to the right, not directly.
Is it a gong?
It's it. Hit! Hit!
Pass?
Look at you.
Oh yeah.
221.99.
Clear.
Unfortunately, stage 5, my GoPro did not record, but I did get this cool screenshot from a RO. Now the targets are right there in the red, out in the open. This was a great stage. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, the DNF rate's a little shocking. I thought this was kind of a give me stage, but maybe that's because I had a carbine, not sure. Stage 6, this was probably my favorite stage of the whole course.
All right, see the road horseshoes?
Yep.
In the middle of the horseshoe, there's a brown clump of bushes. There's an orange square target in front of those bushes. See that brown set in the middle? It's about 12 o'clock to the horseshoe, inside of the road.
And the targets are all out there, including right around the road. The RO is doing his best to call them out for me.
All right. Inside.
Yeah.
Initially, I wanted to go prone, but all of the vegetation blocked.
Dude, there ain't no way.
Use that tree to your left, man. The front left tree. You'll be able to see all 3 targets from there.
Here I am again mounting up to the tree with my sling. One of my favorite techniques here for shooting stably at distance, or even honestly at mid-range.
Got the orange square target?
No. I see an orange.
If you grab a tree like this with your sling,
Flag or
you can basically turn the
target?
tree into a
I see a
solid
flag.
All right,
monopod.
shoot that one first.
Target to the left of the flag.
Yep.
Just let us know what you're shooting.
Hi.
Yeah. Elevation was good. You're about a half mil left. Impact.
1 hit or 2?
One hit. All right. Go out in the middle of the field up there. See that
Orange.
square target?
I got an orange square.
All right. Take that one first. Hit. Middle of the green field. There's a big white square target out there.
Yep, see it?
Got it. It's 850 yards. I can't give you a call.
Gotcha.
Hit.
All right.
You're good. You're good.
That was it?
Yeah. Good.
Stage 7, at this point in time, the rain was coming down real
262.
hard. Thick, heavy drops of rain. And since we're in the
262.
hills, fog was really rolling in. Clouds were rolling in through these hills, which ended up making this stage a DNF for me. That was the RO's call.
Where are we at here?
The ROs actually were unable to actually even spot the targets. And you'll see halfway through this course of fire, I ended up taking shots in between the clouds. So I would see a target, a cloud would roll through, I'd try to hold steady, and then when I ended up seeing the target again after the cloud had kind of moved on, take a shot, wait for the clouds to clear again, take another shot. Targets here, well within carbine distance.
Say again?
It took a bit setting up my rifle here for this stage because my bipod kept sinking into the mud.
Are you looking at a gong or a silhouette?
A silhouette.
Low left target.
Copy. Hit.
2 hits.
2 hits each.
Neutralize.
20 yards to the right of that target, you'll find a gong.
20 yards to the right. See it?
Center target.
Hit. Neutralize.
Push right, you'll find a new clearing. It's a completely separate clearing. You need to push right. You might not be able to see it in the prone. Look at your orange flag, go straight up from the orange flag. There's a small clearing out there. You'll see a big old white rock at the base of your target.
Ah, I see it over there.
Bottom right target.
Copy.
What am I looking for? I think I see a gong.
Yeah.
Yep. Right above the white rock.
Ah, shit.
One more hit.
Fuck, I lost it. I see it.
All right, go back to that original clearing at the bush, your gong target. You're gonna go straight up from there. You'll see 2 tire tracks going up the hill.
I think so.
Now you should be hard as fuck now.
Ah, jeez, man. I can't see shit.
You see the 2 tire tracks going up the hill?
I see white. All white.
Patch?
No. It's a whiteout.
You should be able to see the white patch.
I mean, I suppose I see a white patch.
You see the white patch? There's a flag in there, and just to the right of that flag, you're gonna have a target.
Yeah, the optic is just
You ain't gonna be able
whited
to see
out,
it.
man.
You're getting fogged out.
Yeah, here comes the fog.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just go ahead, unload, show clear.
Yeah.
Be able to shoot this one.
Yep. DNF on account of weather.
Wow.
Dude.
Rack
Check.
back for me, I need to see a clear chamber.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good, weapon on safe.
Hold on, sorry.
Awesome, you got those hits, dude. That visibility is just crap.
Yeah, that gong, I couldn't really see it.
Hey,
It is amazing. You did
You can't
contact
see
with
the
it.
target. Fog's coming in, we can't see down range.
Do y'all have more shooters or can I take a second?
Yeah, your last one. There's nobody in line right now.
All right, I'm gonna get up there actually. That's wild, dude.
We can't see down range anymore. You want to look at it?
All right, guys, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Stage 7 to finish is not that far, it's maybe about a mile. Some parts of this particular part of the trail, though, were actually around 45% grade, which in a heavy downpour made it a bit of a mudslide. A little treacherous. Honestly, a lot of fun, a lot of good challenging parts to this course, even when it's dry. In the wet is just, you know, really a pretty unique experience for a shooting competition. Some great views. This is out in Bandera. The hill country out here is just, it's amazing. This section, of course, here is around that 45% grade mark. You actually have about 500 feet of descent in a little less than a quarter of a mile all the way down to the finish line. overall, final thoughts here for this sniper challenge. I really enjoyed it. This was honestly, I think, my favorite shooting event with a rifle that I've ever done. I had a lot of fun. I went into it with pretty low expectations. I don't have the equipment or the proper setup, honestly, for 1,000-yard engagements. And so really I went into this thinking, you know, maybe I would pass one stage. I ended up passing 3 stages, with that 4th stage, the very last one, being a weathered DNF. So, you know, that is what it is. I'll take it. Ended up shooting 4th overall, which was astounding to me. I had a lot of fun. I really hope the match director ends up doing some more events like this. The venues that Old 18 is able to get are super unique. Really amazing venues to actually get to shoot live fire at. I hope it continues. I hope we do more of these. So hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. I'll continue. I've got a few more coming up.
It's 262.
Who ordered the rain? Hey man.
I wanted you to have the full experience so we can talk about it.
Passed 3 stages.
You passed 3 stages.
I'm feeling 95.